Federal Bureau of Prisons inmate sentenced to more than 21 years for a murder for hire plot against an assistant U.S. attorney and a key actual confidential informant that actually were the results from a methamphetamine charge out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. And how he actually went about it, it was kind of unique for the fact that you usually see these type of actual cases when you have a lawyer, a celebrity, a doctor, somewhat of a professional actual capacity. He doesn't actually mention uh, his actual education or his actual title when he was actually busted for distribution of actual methamphetamine. But he used a contraband cell phone in prison to communicate with an actual hitman that turned out to be an FBI agent. And he actually had the actual means uh, for the fact that he actually has rental properties and other advancement actual interest active in his actual portfolio, basically. So he uh he's able to actually, or he was, I don't know if they're gonna actually remove some of his actual privileges, but he was able to actually write checks, and apparently this actual hitman slash undercover FBI agent, he cut him a check for $2,000 as a down payment for the retaliatory murder for hire, masking the actual true purpose of this actual payment, um, as it being misrepresenting the payment as to an investment firm. So he was actually going to invest in somewhat of a you know maybe a startup or something of the sort, but he tried to mask it through that type of actual business. And he really wanted to actually this to take actual uh, take place, for the fact that he was actually set out to complete this actual mission. He even presented maps to his undercover agent regarding where the actual informant lived, and how to detect how to go to avoid detection by nearby surveillance cameras. And he actually planned to pay for this actual hit through his rental properties, and also he also had planned to use the value of his ownership stakes in other land to pay for the actual murder of the actual federal prosecutor from Kentucky. So now he got 21 years, but the judge was pretty. He was he took this real serious. It wasn't just somebody just blowing smoke. He had the means to actually go through with this. That on top of the actual 21 years, he could not actually he could not run this concurrent to the 130 months that he actually got for the meth charge. So he needs to actually complete the 130-month sentence for the meth charge. And once that actually comes complete, he will then start his 262 months right after he does his first sentence. So he cannot run them concurrently. He has to be This would actually be called a consecutive. So after he's done with his first sentencing, he will start the 21-year stint for the years for murder for hire plot against the attorney and the actual witness. And you usually see these actual types of business ventures from professional levels. Uh, it's 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 not yeah, it's kind of rare. It's kind of rare for somebody to be doing over 10 years and actually have this type of portfolio. Because that's what the actual IRS and the actual feds, they come after your money. So he must have actually truly had actual evidence that he did not use drug proceeds to actually acquire these properties. It could have been via inheritance or via, before he actually started, running this delinquent actual schemes. Okay, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe.